Hello, everybody. It's the film Optimist, and today I'm talking about Heathers. Holy shit, this movie is twisted. The Heathers are the most powerful clique in school, and Veronica Sawyer kind of wants to join. Then this guy, Jason Dean, shows up at school with a fucking gun. The dialogue and just the overall tone is amazingly crazy. Crimes are committed, laughter ensues, and I, for one, have seen things that wouldn't really pass in this PC era. Bless me. In this PC era of film, this is a depressing film, but hey, if you were happy every day of your life, you wouldn't be a human being. You'd be a game show host, and that's what I think. That's a line from the movie. It is. My brother said, "You'd be a game show host, XDD," and my mom said, "They could never make this movie now." And I said, "It's a line for the film, Austin." Um, they absolutely did make this movie now. Of course, they PCified it. They made it more inclusive. They made it. You did something very interesting, and I actually want to talk about that. I haven't watched it, the remake, but I think it's fascinating how they changed it up. And I didn't really talk about. There's this whirlwind romance between Veronica and um, Jason Dean, where like he just wants to he really wants to kill everybody. Um, and there's a bunch of stuff that happens. Yeah, Heather Duke, played by Shannon Doherty, is like the main villain. Um, kind of. I mean, she's the main villain towards them. Hmm. So fucking annoying. Lizanne Falk is Heather McNamara. Heather Kim Walker's Heather Chandler. They're the Heathers. They're all these girls together. There was a remake. Where is it at? My kids love to be so fucking loud. As soon as I press record, it's like, let me just start fucking screaming. Um, oh, is it a TV series? There's a musical, and there. Oh, it's a TV series. Yeah, there's a. So Heather Chandler is played by Melanie Field, and she's like a plus size actress. She's heavier. She's the social justice warrior leader of the most popular clique of Westerberg's senior class and the queen bee of the school. She's gained major traction on a number of social media platforms. Um, James Scully, Grace Victoria Cox, Brendan Scannell as Heather Duke, a member of the Heathers who identifies as genderqueer. They are Heather Chandler's second in command and does not hesitate to talk down to whomever they view as lesser than them. They um, look masculine, a little twinkish, but are 100% born male, but identifies as genderqueer, you know, and goes by the name of Heather. So that's a pretty interesting take in this PCified um, uh, future that we have. Came out July 11th. It was only one season, July 11th to July 2018. Jasmine Matthews as Heather McNamara, a biracial girl who identified as a lesbian, but after being exposed for having an affair with an adult faculty member, is outed as bisexual and becomes a social pariah. She seems to be the most naive and timid member of the Heathers with an underlying transphobia problem. Um, See, and here's the thing about that remake, right? This would never fly in today's. We all fucking said with clenched fists. They made it, and they made the PC characters, the inclusive characters, the bad guys, which is fucking incredible in my opinion. I think you should have more villainous and heroic characters that are of the LGBT community, like both, like not just You want equality. You want to show everyone on equal ground. Do it both, and that's what the show did, and I think that's why the show might have flopped. They're just like, it's not as good. It could have been something completely different other than Heather's, but I think it's really interesting that they did that. The series was panned by critics and fans alike on both the initial release of the pilot episode and official premiere of the series. The show feels like it was written for aging Fox News viewers who get angry about people's gender pronouns, which is odd because it's clearly being marketed to a young and therefore progressive-leaning audience who may not remember the original. Just from not even seeing anything, I think it is interesting. I'll have to watch it eventually to see just what the fuck they did in this show. Like, because that's pretty incredible. I remember seeing that and I was like, that's a remake. That's a genuine remake. It's a genuine remake. So, that's my thoughts on Heathers. I'm gonna see if my kids calm down for the next videos, but I just have to bang as much of these out as possible, and I don't have the time to do it at night anymore. So, have a good one and take care.